my name, you want
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Back to return this, Naheem Miller-Hines. He doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever...
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. I'm trying to be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they... My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like... And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so with ease, let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal, and you're revving me up.
Sail to the commanders, sail victorious.
You burn hearts, I'll be Tracy John.
Life can be tough, so I need you more and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Jahan Dodson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a design run. Hurts. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This is complete to Waller. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. They'll cobble together a yard there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Specialist, not the right. I thought he was running. Let's please.
Take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. We're going for it here.
Ready? Captain.
Going on 4th. Here's Nix. He completes it in traffic. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trim it.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Blue has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Blue again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Back to return this, Naheem Miller-Hines. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Naheem Hines on the return. Washington takes over first and 10. At their
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Hold on a sec. Chill. Hey.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Fires right away, but incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be third down.
Third down and 7.
Hold on a sec. Ready, Captain.
Throw here, third down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
This time rolling right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nix from the gun. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going for it again. Within 5 on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Judkins running between the tackles. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throws caught. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-point game. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Good. Set.
They put Adams in motion left. Hurts on first down. On target to Thornton. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Get some space around midfield. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On first down, Hurts. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Making some progress here. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. From the pistol, here's Jenkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Short pass brought in, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Captain, 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 captain. Hold on, set. Ready.
Now Nix. He makes the catch. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Here's Judkins on first down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Hold on, set. Olay. Ready.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for in the call sheet.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Right side into the hands of Adams. Has some daylight through the 40. Still fighting forward. Hits the 20. It's a Philadelphia.
Well, that was a flag.
The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
32-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Bombers. Ready.
A give left side, Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Ready. Olay.
Throwing here, Nix. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
3rd and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no. Fields
this one at the 3. Found some
I
space
think
to
that's
do a
the
little
first
damage
time
there
we've
before
actually
they
gotten
bottle
return
him
this
up.
year.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Not a lot of real estate for them to work with here. It's second and long. Hurts now from the gun. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. From the pistol, Hurts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Forced out to his right. They didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd down run from Judkins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line.
He scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Valus Jones now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage yards. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running back motions right. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts. On screen here to Blue. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
And again, here's Hurts. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts yet again. Brought in. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. It's Hurts once again. Chased out to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. Blue will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. On first down, it's Nix. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, great tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it sets up second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Nick Snad a throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
John Kings out the middle. Shoots away from one. He's got a gain of 6 there. Down by Caleb Ransom.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's going to run for it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Almost set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Headed out right. Oh, he's keeping it again. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. The tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Throwing the out route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Who gets the handoff? And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On first down, Hurts. Still has some space inside the 35. That play good for 17 on a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. He dodged the tackle, and he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Eagles tie this game up. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Nix with it on first. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second down. Here's Nix again. On the move, headed right. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Bombers. Oh.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Connects on the crosser. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a third-quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Gabe, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Gets this one to Waller. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So it's second down coming up. Hurts throwing again. Will he put everything he's got behind it? This is caught inside the 15. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They put Adams in motion left. Hurts on 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of him.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This our last play of the quarter. Throwing again. Here's Nix. He rolls to his right. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they make the tackle at the 38. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Go, go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Right back to Chase. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's a dive up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He brings it in. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set at 3rd and very short.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Nick's trying to sneak it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Pitching for the end zone, and he lost the football. And the offense gets it back. They're going to be set up at the 2. Nothing on that play, and now we have second and goal. Ooh, let's give him a second there.
So I
Give
could
him
not
a
only
second.
get that back, but I scored it would have been
150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They'll run the toss to Blue. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That right there is just such a sinking feeling for a running back. You're looking to turn the corner. You're looking for space. You're looking for somewhere to run. But eventually, you've got nowhere to run, and it goes backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, his throwaway.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's Hurts once again. On the move, headed right. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
On first down, it's Blue. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Hurts now from the gun. And finds Adams downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And an
Back to
Eagles
throw,
first
Hurts.
down.
And screen here to Blue. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle room. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then...
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the fourth. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So it'll be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Nix from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. He'll throw it. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's Judkins on second down. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders with a little more work to do to win it here. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
He'll look to throw it. And right back to Kincaid, complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up on first and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready? Huddle, huddle, huddle. Captain.
Back to throw. He finds Pickens left side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
The give, here's Judkins. And that right right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. That penalty helps him out, makes it 2nd and 7.
Hold on, set. 37, ready.
Running it after the penalty. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Not sure why they'd want to keep a rush for no gain, but that's what we just saw, Brock. They've declined the penalty.
You know, Kate, there's times as a parent, right, you want to teach your kids some tough lessons, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a professional football field.
And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 45.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It's an interception. No, it's an incomplete pass. Ooh, a risky throw nearly picked off. They are lucky that defender didn't keep on going down that sideline. It's going to be 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to push deep. They connect on the deep shot. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73. 63.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And again, here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one's cut. Oh, he lost the football. They may get back on top of it, but he's touched down. So no final heroics today. This one is over. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very